Fire raises Nest Cash and Carry supermarket in Abuja. Traditional ruler in Plateau State abducted by gunmen. Jehovah Witness adherent says count us out of Christmas celebration. And on the foreign scene, South Africa mourns anti-apartheid hero. Welcome to Trust TV News Hour. I am Shafiu Suleiman. Now the news in detail. A popular supermarket in Abuja, Nest Cash and Carry, is up in flames in the early hours of Sunday Inferno, leading to destruction of many goods. Although no casualties are reported, the structure of the building is in shambles. Trust TV's Nafisa Abdel Al has the rest of the details.
This is Nest Cash and Carry, one of the biggest supermarkets here in the FCT, and the situation now here is that it's currently raised and burning with fire. The Federal Fire Service are here trying to put the fire out, but it's not working. As you can see, the fire is extending, and these people behind me are trying to break the glass in order to save the remaining of the goods that have not been damaged. There's a lot of pandemonium and chaos between the Federal Fire Service trying to put the fire out and the others trying to save the goods from being further damaged by the fire.
December 26th, the day after Christmas, popularly known as Boxing Day, is usually a joyous day celebrated by Christian faithfuls all over the world. However, the atmosphere at Nest Cash and Carry supermarket in the FCT was filled with smoke as a result of a raging inferno that left the building in shambles and its staff and shop owners in dampened spirits.
Why it's paining me is that I gave them my goods of January and February inside December, and it was not being signed. It has not been signed. No man. Nest is a place where Nest does not have product. Nest is just a warehouse where you bring your product, you sell, you give them their percentage. If you sell for them 30,000, they sell 35, they take the 5, give you 30. That is how Nest operates. That is the operation of Nest. But what we normally see every day, angry is that what we normally see every day when we come to supply that fire extinguisher machine there, they will be servicing it every blessed day. They will be owning it and be disturbing every day. But today they are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. My goods that Nest have not signed is over 4.5 million. No sign. I don't even know where I will start from. Where will I start from? I know what my mates are doing, but I don't do. This is where I feed from.
Because you are not lazy.
I'm not lazy.
You know you are not lazy.
I was not happy what happened this morning because it was sad. How can we be calling the federal government, as in the fire service? They have been calling them since 8 o'clock, 8:30. They have been calling them. Nobody is responding. And do you know the worst part of it is that this is where thousands of youth are feeding on. It sounds somehow because we depend on this place. We depend. If this place is shut down like this, tell me somebody like Blessing. I'm a staff in this place. Somebody like Blessing, tell me where I will work. As in tell me how food will come to my table.
In the morning around 8, I was there. I'm coming down, but not able to calm down. I'm hungry. In the morning around 8, the fire started at that Christmas tree was burning. I removed my clothes to all the fire. There was no fire extinguisher. I was not working. The pipe inside, there was no water inside. Me and 15 security, we can't off small lights. We can't fire extinguisher. They came almost 2 hours before the fire don't go up. I tell me you calm down. This 1.3% billion born inside. 1,050 you don't lose their work. I tell me I should calm down.
I was in church service and someone called me that Nest was on fire. We rushed down here, but you know how fire is. The whole place was ablaze. We couldn't go in, and they've been trying to put it off since then. So that's where we are now.
As the fire continued to rage on, residents and staff who were the first witnesses of the outbreak are seen moving the goods to safety to prevent more damage, as opposed to claims of looting in videos circulating on social media.
I'm passing by. I see the fire burning. I said, let me rush and help the fellow Nigerians. And when we reach here, the fire service is here. And nobody wants to climb up and check what is happening. Because of that, I find a way to enter on top of the ceiling. And the fire from here enter the side. I call them before they bring the pipe. I quench the fire from that side before I face the main one.
Security personnel in a joint effort worked together to ensure safety and prevent looting.
Gates were cordoned, so there is no how hoodlum can now fly with those things. They were all taken to safety. That is the true situation.
The question people ask is that they are seeing children, small people in those videos, you know.
Trolling it to safety, yes, they have right to assist. Not that they have taken it to their houses.
That the hoodlum that we arrested, what will happen to them now?
After investigation,
security operating to take
they are
away
under,
some people.
they are under
Yes, but
investigation.
they take away some people. Who are the people that they took away? We saw the security operatives take away some people. Who are these people?
That's the one they are referring to. Okay. Those that were attempting to steal from those ones kept at safety were arrested. But if we discover that they are only trying to assist, we let them go.
How many of them, sir?
Three.
Allegations from residents around the area and affected staff say the FCT fire service were late and unequipped to manage the scene. Director General, Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency, Abbas Idris, speaks on the cause of the fire incident.
Always the allegations that is coming. Even if they don't have water, how many hydrants do you see within this premises? Did you see any truck going out to fetch water outside? All of them are refilling from the hydrants. All the hydrants are serviceable, are functioning here. So even if you don't come with water, there's water here. That is the end of the story.
As at the time of filing this report, the cause of the fire incident is yet to be ascertained. Nafisa Abdul Al, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Have taken captive the paramount ruler of Gindiri town, Charles Mato Dakat, in Mangu local government area of Plateau State. Daily Trust reports that the traditional ruler was abducted after sporadic gunshots at his residence in the early hours of Sunday. Now, Trust TV reporter Ado Musa gives us an update on the situation.
In the early morning of today, we got the information that government invaded the house of the paramount ruler of Gindiri town of Mangu local government area of Plateau State, Charles Mato Dakat. And from the information we have gathered, the government arrived the house at about 1:30 a.m. But before they got access to the house, they have to demolish the fence of the house and destroy the window to the room of the paramount ruler before they finally abducted him to an unknown destination. The spokesman of the State Police Command, ASP Uba Gabriel, confirmed to Trust TV that the government had really abducted the paramount ruler, but the tactical team of the command have been sent to the area to ensure the arrest of the perpetrators. Also, the spokesman of Operation Safe Haven, a multi-security task force maintaining peace in Plateau State, also told Trust TV that the troops of the operation are on the trail of the abductors.
No fewer than 6 people were kidnapped when bandits invaded and attacked Usasa community in Zaria local government, Kaduna State on Christmas Day. A source told Daily Trust that the incident happened around 10:30 p.m. where the bandits went into a house-to-house search with a view to harvest victims. The source further said after searching 3 houses, the bandits abducted a mobile police wife and daughter, as well as 4 others from 2 separate houses. He said while they were in that process, the personnel of Kaduna State Vigilance Service responded to a distress call put to them by one of the residents in the area. However, ASP Mohammed Jalige, Police Public Relations Officer, Kaduna State Police Command, did not respond to calls put by our correspondent at the time of filing the report. And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested a 22-year-old woman, Amaka Ogonachukwu, for allegedly attempting to smuggle wraps of cocaine concealed in cooked white rice to her boyfriend, Monday Imabi Nikaro, 40, in the custody of the Edo State Command of the agency. Spokesman for the agency, Femi Babafemi, in a statement on Sunday, said Monday was earlier arrested along Airport Road, Benin City, for dealing in crack cocaine, cannabis sativa, and Danabel. The agency said it has seized 8,381,600 capsules of tramadol and 56,782 bottles of codeine in major raids in Lagos State. Babafemi said the seizures followed a sustained surveillance on some targets at Satellite Town and Alabarago areas of Lagos ahead of Christmas. The state father said an alleged drug kingpin, Ezekiel Ibe, was arrested during the operation, and over 5 tons of high milligrams tramadol, 225 mg and 100 mg were recovered from his warehouse. Still talking fight against drug, the chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, retired Brigadier General Buba Marwa, says usage of illicit drugs is among the main causes of insecurity in the country. Marwa said this at a function in Offa, Kwara State on Sunday. He also called on community leaders to collaborate.
Drug abuse among youth in the country
Customs
is on the
Service
increase in recent times, and this informs why the Offa community in Kwara State is taking the bull by the horn by organizing a sensitization program to enlighten the youth.
To examine topical issues in our society and provide solutions to address such issues. This year's topic is a loaded one to address various social vices and insecurity that bestrill our country, the root cause of which we have situated at the doorstep of drug addiction.
To the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, drugs worth 60 billion naira have been confiscated in the last 2 months as part of the nationwide campaign to stem the tide of illicit substance sales and consumption. Buba Marwa, speaking through the Kwara State Commander of NDLEA, Kayode Babayeju, at the event themed Hard Drug Abuse and Insecurity, a Siamese Twins, said that the 90% of crimes committed in the country were under the influence of hard drugs.
99% of crimes committed or criminal activities are linked to drug abuse. If you look at crime waves in Nigeria, you will see that most of these criminals are under the influence of hard drug. Because looking at it, it marvels us that how can these people behave like this? Because I cannot see reason why somebody will carry gun and kill a fellow human being. I cannot see reason why some group will come together like court and kill fellow students. I cannot see reason why some people will be in the bush like monkey, raiding villages, killing people, go another way to kidnap. My brothers and sisters, it is not honorable.
Kwara State Governor and the Senator representing Kwara Central, Ibrahim Oloriegbe, lament how drug abuse is affecting the future of the youth, calling for collaborative efforts in tackling it.
The Innovation Hub and Skills Acquisition Center. I've been there twice. I'm the first one to just spy on them to make sure they're doing the right thing. And the second occasion was to lay the foundation stone. And I must say, they're doing a very good job, What they're doing will deepen knowledge in the world, will create opportunities for the young and also create investment environment, teach the youth and take them off the streets and make sure they're guided rightly. Once more, this is the way to go. Once more, I congratulate the President and his team for doing a very good job. I
also speak about youth and substance abuse, and these two I combine it to say that the effort of the current state government in strengthening our education system is to be commended, as well as the government in building an IT hub. I also commended IDPU for embarking on IT hub as part of its major project, which it launched last year and continue to do this year. And I call on all the citizens of this community to support IDPU in this regard. I spoke about substance abuse being a menace now, and it's something that we need to tackle. And in tackling this, it requires a whole community effort. We shouldn't see those that are engaged in drug abuse as criminals, but we see them as people with challenges, and they require support, and they require rehabilitation.
The speakers agree on the need to find a lasting solution for drug abuse among the youth and urge community leaders to collaborate with security agencies in this regard.
Operatives of the Nigeria Customs Service attached to Seme Command of the Nigeria Customs Service have intercepted a 120-feet container carrying some items suspected to be tramadol capsules. The street value of the consignment is about 1.45 billion naira. It is discovered that the illicit drugs were concealed in 200 packages of Jimbo's High's adult diapers. The Customs Controller Seme Area Command Bello Jibo, who confirmed the seizure, said the container was handed over to the command on the 15th November 2021 by the Republic of Benin authorities under transit to Nigeria. He said the command has also initiated a full-scale investigation with a view to fish out those involved in this illicit importation. Jibo, however, warned perpetrators of unlawful activities to avoid the command or meet their Waterloo, noting that the command was not losing guards at ensuring that smuggling under any guise is brought to the barest minimum and facilitation of legitimate trade remains cardinal objectives of the command. And a group of the elder statesmen in Zamfara State have raised alarm over the indiscriminate release of arrested suspected bandits and their collaborators by the authorities in the state. The group raised their alarm during its meeting in Gusau, the Zamfara State capital, where it recommended the revitalization of community-based associations to generate funds for the establishment of primary and secondary schools, to offer free education to orphans who lost their parents because of bandits' activities, to prevent reoccurrence in the future.
This meeting was convened by a group of elder statesmen in Zamfara State, northwest Nigeria, to discuss how residents of the state can contribute its quotas in the ongoing fight against the lingering security challenges facing the state. The elder statesmen made various recommendations, which included the re-establishment of the Elder Committee, community-based development associations, and want the state government to convene a meeting which will bring all sons and daughters of Zamfara State who are living within and outside Nigeria together to discuss how to find lasting solutions to the socio-economic and political challenges confronting the state. They also recommended provisions of free education to orphans from primary to secondary and tertiary levels, saying by doing this we help to forestall the emergence of security threats in the future. 2 years ago, Zamfara State was said to have over 25,000 orphans, and the figure may rise to 30 or 40,000 currently, and if nothing is done to mortgage the future of the state.
Until they reach adulthood, without proper home training, upbringing, and proper education, the atrocities that are likely to be committed by these orphans, having realized the circumstances that led to the loss of their parents, and the society has not done anything to educate them, train them, acquire some skills, and so on and so forth. So the situation the state may find in itself is better imagined.
The chairman of the elder statesmen, Senator Saidu Dansado, expressed disappointment at what they call indiscriminate release of arrested suspected bandits and their collaborators by the authorities, which is escalating the security challenges in the state. Senator Dansado admitted the fact that the security situation in the state had improved significantly as a result of the shutdowns of telecom services, but there are pockets of attacks in Brene Magaji, Shinkafi, and Zorome local government areas of the state, which attention needs to be given to stem the tide.
And appeal to the law enforcement agencies in the state to, for the sake of God, have a paradigm shift from this indiscriminate release of criminals and resort to arraigning these criminals before the court of law.
The group of elder statesmen consists of traditional rulers, religious leaders, high-profile citizens, and some political office holders who came together to see how they can mobilize Muslims and Christians to pray for peace to return to Zamfara State.
You're watching Trust TV News Hour. Coming up after the break. Better late than never. Education pursued at all costs. This and more after the break.
Commissioned by Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, the dualized Maiduguri-Muna Road was started in November 2020 and completed in December 2021. The twin road links Maiduguri with Gamborugala Road, through which neighboring countries such as Cameroon, Chad and other parts of Africa can be accessed by road from the eastern axis of the new road. The road connects Maiduguri with Bama Road from the southern axis and Baga Road from another point. With the transformation of the road by Governor Zulum's administration as well as President Buhari's commissioning, the Maiduguri-Muna Road is officially open for enhanced socio-economic mobility for the overall prosperity of Borno State and to the glory of God.
The board and management of Media Trust Limited invites the general public to its annual Daily Trust Dialogue, themed 2023, The Politics, Economy and Insecurity. Date, 20th January 2022. Location, NAF Conference Center and Suites, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Chairman of the occasion, former Head of State, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, GCFR. Guest Speaker, Governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai. Guest Speaker, Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Umahi. Guest Speaker, former Chairman, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mrs. Ifueko Omoigui Okauru. Moderator, Executive Director, Daria Media Nigeria Limited, Kadaria Ahmed. The event will be transmitted live on Trust TV, and all participants must observe COVID-19 protocols and wear their face masks.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at our top stories. A popular supermarket in Abuja, Nest Cash and Carry, is up in flames in the early hours of Sunday inferno, leading to destruction of many goods. And gunmen have taken captive the paramount ruler of Gindiri Town, Charles Mato Dakat, in Mangu local government area of Plateau State. Still ahead, a popular supermarket in Abuja, Nest Cash and Carry. The coronavirus pandemic that is ravaging the world seems to be hitting hard Nigeria during this Yuletide than anticipated, with the rising number of cases and fatalities. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control confirmed 21 additional deaths from the pandemic on Christmas Day, increasing the country's death toll to 3,014. 2 deaths and 1,356 cases were recorded in the country 24 hours earlier, an indication that the fourth wave of the disease may portend greater danger than the first 3 waves. Bishop of Wusasa Anglican Diocese, Bishop Ali Bubalamido, has advocated for the declaration of state of emergency in northern parts of the country. He made this appeal in his Christmas message while delivering a sermon at Wusasa Anglican Diocese, Zaria.
because we have been besieged with terrorism all over the country. The northwest, the northeast, the southeast, and the southwest, central Nigeria, everywhere. And you find the number of people being killed daily. I am not sure that even the government can account for the people being killed. Nobody might be able to give you the exact number of dying Nigerians every day. And this is because of insecurity. We know and we are told that Nigeria is winning the war on Boko Haram, but it has shifted to northwest and north central of Nigeria, in the east and southwest of Nigeria. Therefore, government has a lot to.
Orphans in Ogun State are not left out in the celebration of Christmas, as a group under the aegis of the Orphans Empowerment Society joins the orphans to mark the day with commitment towards ensuring orphans in the state are well placed in the society through empowerment, skill acquisition, amongst others. The group rejoiced with the orphans in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State.
Get 25,000 orphans, but this year we are increasing the numbers to 30,000 orphans across Africa. And our goal is to see that we have a community that everyone is doing well, and we have a society where the economy, we have a better economy. You know, when the kids are self-sufficient, they can come into the society, empower others, and impart the knowledge they've acquired to others. And even this year, we are looking at giving out scholarships to orphans in order to assist them become better.
Okay, to those that have and not doing, I'll just implore them that they should just try and give. Giving is very good. It is not that we have in abundance. The little we have, we give, because we know that these people have hope too. It is not only people that are successful, even they, we believe in them that they will be successful too. So to those that have and are not giving, just an encouragement that they can give and they can make an orphan smile. They can put smile on their faces. They can check up on them just to make them happy and feel they have hope.
Speaking to Trust TV News, the group's coordinator, Ogumbi Michael, said the group's goal is to see a society where everyone is doing well, irrespective of the status. As millions of Christians and believers celebrate Christmas all over the world, a millenarian restorationist Christian denomination with non-Trinitarian beliefs distinct from mainstream Christianity called Jehovah's Witnesses do not celebrate most holidays or events that honor people who aren't Jesus. That includes birthdays, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. They also don't celebrate religious holidays such as Christmas and Easter in the belief that these customs have pagan origins.
And the reason I don't celebrate Christmas is because I've read a lot, I've done a lot of research, and it proves that Jesus Christ was not born on 25th of December. Because usually during December it's usually snowy, and back then when Jesus Christ was born, we had those three shepherds who visited Jesus Christ. They were heading their sheep when they saw that star that directed them to this place. So during that time, if it was December, shepherds don't walk around December, but that time shepherds were walking. So we can see that it was not, Jesus Christ was not born on the 25th of December, because you will not see any shepherds around December during that time. They won't come out during that time. Some people think we don't believe in Jesus Christ, but we do. We believe Jesus Christ came to earth, He saved, He died for us, and we also believe in God. We don't believe in Trinity, like the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, because they are not three in one. We have one God, who is the Father of Jesus Christ. Then we have the Holy Spirit, which is separate, which God used to do his work. Because if we see people who wrote the Bible, God directed them with the Holy Spirit to write the Bible. And we don't believe in other things like that, in birthdays, in any holiday celebration. We have a lot of them in Nigeria, other countries, in the whole world. In every country you go to, in every state, you see Jehovah's Witnesses in the whole world.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, trudged out in their numbers to celebrate this year's Christmas. Yusuf Akogu visited the popular Jabi Lake in Abuja to fill the pulse of the people.
25th of December every year is a day set aside by Christian faithfuls around the world to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. The unique thing about this day is the fact that family, friends find time to reunite and of course, unwind from the usual hustle and bustle of life. We are here at the popular Jabi Lake in the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja to capture the mood of Christmas celebration.
Things are difficult. Why we are just here is just because we just want to, like the doctor say, we should smile. When we smile, it makes us look younger, and when you just make yourself happy so that you'll be free. Inside you'll be free. That is why you see people here. If they did not come here, I don't think they have any other place they will go that will make them feel free in their right inside to outside. So it's not easy at all. Very, very difficult. Because I went to buy granola yesterday. I know how much is it. I know how much we were buying it for. Things are hard. Things are difficult. If you are seeing people here, they just want to make themselves happy. They don't have anything inside the house. There is nothing inside the house. There is nothing like enjoyment in any home. Even those ones who have money, they are passing through difficulties. It's very bad. I want to talk the truth. This will not be something where person go hide again. It's difficult, so difficult. A bag of rice, you know how much is it? 20-something. The foreign rice, we don't even know. It's not even in the market. What they are telling you is foreign rice is not foreign rice. So just like that, things like that. Chicken is 8,000 naira. As if I'm buying turkey. It's not funny.
Yes, a lot of complaints here and there, a lot of stress from January down to the end of the year, irrespective of the hardship, and all that we've gone through, the whole struggle. It's good sometimes to unwind. So, and I think this opportunity presents that kind of a room for us to just relax with your family. Because from January, if you look at it, most times you hardly have time for the family. So we seize opportunities like this, celebrations like this, to just relax, unwind the whole stress, and then plan what the future holds again for us.
Christmas is the season of celebration, love, giving, and also receiving. So we came out here actually to have some fun, to see the seaside.
It's really a day, or I would say a moment, among so many few moments that one will have, spending time with his family, and loved ones around. As you can see, I have my brothers, I have my wife, my kids, I have myself. We are all here out to celebrate Christmas and celebrating the birth of Christ and sharing love and hanging out, family.
For children, Christmas celebration means different things to them. What does it mean to you?
It means happiness and joy. It's birthday of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Christmas means the coming together of all your family and friends in one place to enjoy the birth of Jesus Christ.
There may be economic challenges, but one thing you cannot question is the resilience of Nigerians, who, as you can see here, has defied all odds to celebrate Christmas.
Today is Boxing Day, a holiday celebrated after Christmas Day, occurring on the second or third day of Christmas. Though it originated as a holiday to give gifts to the poor, today Boxing Day is primarily known as a shopping holiday. It originated in the United Kingdom and is celebrated in several countries that previously formed part of the British Empire. Boxing Day is the 27th if the 26th is a Christmas Sunday. It has been said that the name of Boxing Day comes from people getting rid of empty boxes from presents after Christmas Day. While a beguiling notion, the tradition dates to England in the Middle Ages, though the exact origin is debatable. Education is a foundation for the development and progress of any society. It is a base upon which the whole building of human development stands. In this feature, Zainab Bala tells the story of domestic servants who have chosen to defy the odds to acquire education.
Instead of to be looking at the children, I don't mind my age. I'm 20.
When I left village, I don't enter school. That's why my dad just took me to here. I'm entering school.
Sometimes I'll feel like say I'm going back to my village, but because I want to do school, that's why I'm still here.
Something that I cannot do now, I'm trying to do. What I'm young the young sent, Simon J. Dangaya Mendes and I don't want to.
These young girls are between the ages of 16 and 25, and this is the average university days or perhaps secondary school. But life is different for them, and so they have taken the bull by its horn to be in the same class with these younger kids.
My name is Akogu Cecilia. I'm from Benue State, Opoku local government. I was in Abuja 2007. So I was staying with my sister. So from there, the way my sister is treating me, I don't like it. I have to look for work. So my friend looked for work for me. I see the work. I was working with one woman with her husband that I was living with them like almost 2 years. They was nice to me. They take me like their own sister. They didn't take me like their house girl. They was treating me well. So they now think that yes, I have good intelligence to go to school. They now help me to forward my education. My challenge is the people that I'm staying with. Not like they are bad to me, but I have to wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, do have choice. Before 5, do have choice, bath the children. Before dressing up for my own, I will be coming to school late, but when I get to school, people will be asking me what happened. I'll say this is my challenge. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll sit down. I should drop the school or I should continue. So I have to pick the challenge. I don't mind when I wake up or I don't know how to read and write. Gradually, I will know how to read and write. And speaking good English and all that.
Yes, I see small children. So some people they tell me I'm too big for class. I say no, because it's no school, that's no age. So that's what I'm telling them. So they say, it's good. If you are serious for something, you go do for life.
As many feast on Christmas Day, for others it's agony. So is the story of Muhammad Baba, whose son was abducted early December in Madalla, Niger State. Today marks the 29th day since his disappearance. You're watching News Hour on Trust TV. There will be more reports after the timeout. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now the news continues. Minister of Communication and Digital Economy Issa Pantami says no less than 30,000 additional young Nigerians will gain access to digital skills training as part of the benefits of a collaboration between the Federal Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy and Hawaii Technologies Nigeria Limited. Pantami disclosed this during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the two parties aimed at developing the digital literacy of Nigerian talent. President of Hawaii Nigeria, Leon Trevor, said the organization is fully committed to the development of Nigerian digital economy through the enhancement of the digital literacy and skill of young Nigerians. Trevor said the policy will usher a massive training of Nigerians from all walks of life to enable them to obtain digital literacy and other digital skills. Now talking economy, Naira fell slightly against the US dollar at the official market on Friday, a day after it clinched a marginal gain at the spot market. The currency closed at 415.10 to a dollar on Friday, which implies a 37 or 0.10% devaluation from the 414.73 rate it exchanged in the previous session on Thursday. Data published on FMDQ Securities Exchange Windows, where Forex is officially traded, showed that Naira hovered within the range of 405 and 444 before closing at 415 tenkobo per $1 on Friday. Foreign exchange supply increased by 56.25% with $168.62 million recorded at the close of trade on Friday against the 107.92 million published in the previous session on Thursday. At the black market in the street of Abuja, dealers exchanged the local unit at 565 naira and sold at 567 to a dollar. And the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission says the Joint Committee tackling the violation of consumer rights in the money lending industry will shut down illegal businesses at the commencement of its enforcement. Babatunde Irukera, the Chief Executive Officer of FCCPC, told the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja on Sunday that the enforcement will commence soon. The Joint Committee is made up of representatives from FCCPC, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Other agencies involved in the committee are the National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDDA, on the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. Irukera said the committee would also be writing interim regulations which money lending companies must comply with. The Nobel Peace Prize laureate who helped end apartheid in South Africa, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, has died, aged 90. President Cyril Ramaphosa said the churchman's death marked another chapter of bereavement in our nation's farewell to a generation of outstanding South Africans. He said Archbishop Tutu had helped bequeath a liberated South Africa. Tutu was one of the country's best-known figures at home and abroad. A contemporary of anti-apartheid icon Nelson Mandela, he was one of the driving forces behind the movement to end the policy of racial segregation and discrimination enforced by the white minority government against the black majority in South Africa from 1948 until 1991. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1984 for his role in the struggle to abolish the apartheid system. Take a look at Desmond Tutu's profile.
Father taught. Though the late bishop wanted a medical career, Tutu was unable to afford training and instead became a school teacher in 1955. He resigned his post in 1957. He then attended St. Peter's Theological College in Johannesburg and was ordained an Anglican priest in 1961. In 1962, he moved to London, where in 1966 he obtained an MA from King's College, London. From 1972 to 1975, he served as an associate director for the World Council of Churches. He was appointed Dean of St. Mary's Cathedral in Johannesburg in 1975, the first black South African to hold that position. From 1976 to 1978, Tutu served as Bishop of Lesotho. In 1995, South African President Nelson Mandela appointed Tutu head of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which investigated allegations of human rights abuses during the apartheid era. In 1978, Tutu accepted an appointment as the General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches and became a leading spokesperson for the rights of black South Africans. During the 1980s, he played an unrivaled role in drawing national and international attention to the iniquities of apartheid. He emphasized non-violent means of protest and encouraged the application of economic pressure by countries dealing with South Africa. The award of the 1984 Nobel Prize for Peace to Tutu sent a significant message to South African President P.W. Botha's administration. In 1985, at the height of the township rebellions in South Africa, Tutu was installed as Johannesburg's first black Anglican bishop, and in 1986, he was elected the first black Archbishop of Cape Town, thus becoming the primate of South Africa's 1.6 million member Anglican Church. On October 7, 2010, his 79th birthday, he began his retirement. He died on the 26th of December 2021 at the age of 90.
Let's join Aisha Haruna for more on the foreign news.
Dozens of people have been killed in an attack by armed groups in Burkina Faso's troubled north. The government announced that 41 people died in the attack. In a statement released late on Saturday, the government said the dead include members of a government-backed civilian self-defense force known as the Volunteers for Defense of the Motherland (VDP), which was set up to support the army. Reports say the ambush targeted a convoy of traders escorted by the VDP near a town not far from the Mali border. Among the victims is Laji Yoro, considered a leader of the VDP in Burkina Faso. The government said identification of victims is still underway. Saturday's attack is the deadliest since mid-November, when 57 people, including 53 gendarmes, were killed in an attack. Libya's Red Crescent says bodies of at least 27 Europe-bound migrants have washed ashore in western Libya, the latest tragedy in the world's deadliest migration route. The bodies of the migrants, including a baby and 2 women, were found late on Saturday in 2 separate locations in the coastal town of Coms, which is about 90 kilometers from Tripoli. Authorities say the advanced state of decomposition indicates that the shipwreck happened several days ago. 3 other migrants were rescued and search efforts are still on. UN Migration Agency says about 1,500 migrants have drowned in numerous boat mishaps and shipwrecks in the central Mediterranean route this year. And finally, the Saudi-led coalition fighting in Yemen says it struck a Houthi rebel camp in the capital Sana'a as it intensifies efforts on aerial bombing campaign against the Iran-backed fighters. The air raids on Saturday killed 3 civilians, including a child and a woman. The coalition, which backs Yemen's internationally recognized government against the Houthis in the civil war, it destroyed weapons storehouses in the rebel-held capital. Yemen has been plagued by civil war since 2014, pitting the government against the Houthis who control much of the north. Tens of thousands of people have been killed as a result of the war, leaving the country in what the United Nations has described as the world's worst humanitarian crisis.
And now to sports. Aston Villa head coach Steven Gerrard will miss the club's next 2 Premier League games after testing positive for COVID-19, the club announced on Saturday. Aston Villa's last game at home to Burnley was postponed shortly before kick-off on December 18 after a coronavirus outbreak in the Villa camp. 3 of Sunday's scheduled Premier League games have been called up, including the Leeds visit to Liverpool, because of a COVID outbreak and injury problems at the Yorkshire club. On a lighter note, the Chinese market offers a ray of hope for Ghana to diversify the export destination of its major cash crop, cocoa, as the bilateral relations between the 2 countries deepen. A Ghana-based cocoa processing company said a well-cultivated Chinese market could become a key destination for raw beans, semi-finished and finished cocoa products to bring better returns to the country and its cocoa farmers. Let's take a look.
The Chinese market is offering new opportunities for Ghana's cocoa exporters. According to Chief Operating Officer of Niche Cocoa Industries Nathaniel Durant, understanding Chinese consumers will help Ghanaian cocoa exporters better tap into the Chinese market.
Most people talk about 1.4, 1.5 billion people, but that doesn't mean they're all the same. I think there needs to be a much better appreciation for the culture and the taste around it. We've not tried to simply link to China through a cocoa bean. There are opportunities to work in cocoa trade. There's opportunities to work in finished product. There are financing opportunities. There are joint venturing opportunities. It's more than just the cocoa or the chocolate.
Cocoa farming is an important occupation for locals. Farmer Abubakar Mubarak says he is happy to know that many countries, including China, enjoy the cocoa products made from the beans that are harvested by farmers like himself.
I feel very proud and happy that Ghana cocoa has been helping a lot of countries, and even all the family, everybody have been enjoying. So that also helped me a lot, and it boosts me a lot to work hard.
And that ends the Trust TV News Hour. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Shafiu Suleiman. Many thanks for staying with us.